What is going on, guys? Evan here from Evan Sports Corner, back with another live stream here on the channel. Today, we got the Dallas Cowboys and the Denver Broncos here as the Cowboys look to get over 500 officially and Denver looks to keep up their strong season. Bo Nix 6-0 in his games against the NFC Conference, and he's at home today against the worst defense in the NFL, missing a lot of guys in the secondary. And it'll be very interesting to see how this game plays out. Bo Nix and the Denver Broncos. We will see what happens today. It's going to be a good one. Gonna be a good one. Starting from the 28th, they'll run the football outside. I think that's J.K. Dobbins who gets a solid carry early on in this game. Denver should be able to move the ball and score a lot on this, again, very bad Cowboys defense. Has not been a good season for Matt Eberflus's unit whatsoever. So, again, J.K. Dobbins averaging 75 rushing yards a game this season. Cowboys have allowed 141 rushing yards per game this season. So, see if Dobbins can double his total today. Second down and 3 from the 35. Nix. He takes the snap. He looks and finds a man over the middle. That's an easy completion for a first down. And that is Evan Ingram, the tight end, the former New York Giant and Jacksonville Jaguar. Nix gets a clean pocket here, just an easy completion. And yeah, a quick window right there between Shamar James and Kenneth Murray. And Evan Ingram just sits down and catches the hitch. So Broncos offense picks the first down of the day today. They're already across the 45. Ingram with his 179 yards on the season. Nix, he's going to run a play. Oh, he threw an interception. It was an RPO and it's intercepted. Bridges, I don't even know who that is. We got randoms in the secondary, but the Dallas Cowboys come up with a turnover on the opening drive. Just a complete misfire from Nix. Threw it behind his open man on the RPO slant, and Bridges, of all people, comes up with it. The Dallas Cowboys get the football, and their offense is about to come onto the field. Dak Prescott time. Unbelievable. I'm shocked, man. Just wow. That's not what I expected. I'm not going to lie to y'all at all to come out and get a stop like that, but we did. Got a stop, and now it's time for the Cowboys offense to come out on the field and make some magic happen. Dak Prescott and the offense will be tested against a good Broncos defense. Patrick Surtain versus CeeDee Lamb and George Pickens, whichever one he's on, is going to be the matchup everybody looks to today. And I'm excited. I'm excited for this. Man, that is a crazy start to this game. What a start. Wait, so who's the guy who got the interception? I need to change the possession arrow as well on the stream here. There we go. All right, change that. Yeah, I wanted to see who is the guy who got the pick for us there. Because, again, we have so many guys in the secondary out today. Like, we got some randoms in there. Guys who, you just don't really expect to see. And, by the way, the Cowboys haven't beaten the Giants the Broncos. They've even beaten the Broncos since the 90s. It's been so long since we've beaten this team. They have been putting belt to our behinds for years. It was Trequezie Bridges who got the interception. So this is the very interesting matchup here. Dallas's offense versus Denver's defense. That is definitely going to be the matchup. Denver seems to always have a good defense year in and year out. They're top 3 in yards allowed. They're first in sacks with 34, going against a very good Cowboys offensive line. Looking at the stats here, they have a top 10 passing defense, more like top 6 rushing defense, top 10 as well. They're a top 10 defense, in most stats. Again, the pressure, Nick Bonito, one of the best pass rushers in the NFL. So, man, we're in for a tough task today, but our offense is equipped to handle any defense, I believe. What up, Coop? First and 10 as Nix is on the sideline. Cowboys starting good field position. It's Dak Prescott under center. Javonte Williams in the backfield. Brevin Span forward in motion. Prescott, play action, first play. And bobbled but caught by Span forward. And he's going to get about 9 yards. Again, this is such a big game for the Cowboys season. A win today, and we're looking at a very active trade deadline possibly for the Dallas Cowboys, who will look to be a contender in the NFC conference. But we'll see, if a win today, it would probably make Jerry Jones, pull the trigger on a big-time move. Dak Prescott and this offense have been elite all year. They're at the 43-yard line. Can they keep it up today? They motion CeeDee Lamb. It's going to be a handoff up the middle. Javonte Williams going to pick up a first down at about the 41-yard line he goes. So this Cowboys offensive line versus Denver's defensive line is really what I think is going to be the most interesting matchup today, besides PS2 and the wide receivers, an offensive line that's been top 5 in the league this year. No Cooper Beebe today up the middle, so that'll obviously be tough, but, most of the other guys are healthy. And are they going to be able to give Dak enough time in pass pro against the team with over 30 sacks on the season? Lamb in motion again, and they'll go right back to Williams. Good hole created. Javonte Williams fights. He's going to be really close to the marker. This Cowboys offensive line is looking good early on in the run game. And Javonte Williams is a guy who can break tackles and make that extra man miss. Javonte breaks through that, fights and drags a defender with him. And Javonte just keeps doing his thing. He's been having a resurgent season behind this elite offensive line. Second most rushing yards in the NFL at 592. 2nd and 1 for Dallas. They're at the 32-yard line. The sun is now out in Denver. It's a play action. Prescott, time to unload down the field. He's got Lamb, and CeeDee Lamb will be taken down inside the 5. He had to kind of go out and extend for it, and Dak Prescott is elite in the play action game. And I want to see this. It was Lamb. It was not PS2 who he beat. I think that's Riley Moss. And CeeDee Lamb had to extend, kind of stumbles a bit so he couldn't jog into the end zone. But the Cowboys are set up at the 3-yard line. And they'll go to Williams up the middle. He's going to be stopped a little short. But Dallas's offense starting quick. You already see what CeeDee Lamb's doing early on in this game. And Dak, as Tyler Smith cleared Bonito out, and then Dak took a shot right there at the end of that play. But he stood tall and made the throw to his number 1 wide receiver. 2nd and goal. Can we get Jake Ferguson a touchdown on National Tight Ends Day? I don't know. 2nd and goal, Lamb in motion. And a play action. Prescott has time to the end zone. Oh, man. Dangerous throw. Patrick Surtain versus George Pickens in the end zone. And Surtain knocks it down. 3rd and goal. And now Surtain is down, grabbing at his right leg. And this is obviously not what you want to see if you're a Broncos fan. It was him versus Pickens. Pickens trying to get some leverage, and they go up. It's a jump ball, a great knockdown, but then PS2 kind of gets tangled up there. This is a great knockout, though, by Patrick Surtain against one of the league's best go-up-and-get-it receivers in George Pickens. Surtain is down, though. I hope Surtain's all right. I want to see the matchup. I want to see this matchup between Lamb, Pickens, and Surtain all day. I want that. Be really cool. So, Sean Payton obviously very concerned about the health of his number 1 corner. It was 1-on-1. Surtain still being looked at here. I really do hope Surtain is okay, man. This sucks. He's being helped off the field. This really does suck. The injury to Cam Scatterbo earlier, dude, that's just awful. That's the worst part of this sport, is the brutal injuries, man, that happen. But you know what? We gotta, it's just a really unfortunate part of the sport. It really is. Oh man. Oh man, oh man, oh man. So it'll be a third down and goal. Got to assume they go up the middle to Williams here. We're on a commercial break here as they deal with the Patrick Surtain situation. So that'll obviously be very interesting to see how the Broncos manage their defense without PS2. Because obviously PS2, that's your shutdown corner, a guy who locks down half the freaking field. So not ideal for them at all. All right, well, we're still on commercial break temporarily. Here we go. Third and goal from the one. Williams in the backfield. Tight end motion. Prescott, and a flag is down. This is going to be probably a 5-yard penalty and a false start. It's on the center, Brock Hoffman, I believe. And that is definitely, a big, big miscue right here. A false start. They were going to have Tyler Smith, the left guard, on a pulling play there, and they couldn't get it off because of the false start. Third and goal from the 6-yard line now. Prescott has Ferguson out to his right. He's looking, slant, and it's incomplete. CeeDee Lamb, the intended target. And Riley Moss in the area does a great job on that one. CeeDee Lamb may have burned him earlier in the drive. Prescott threw that one right in the window, and it just was pretty decent coverage, I guess. And Dak decided to go to Lamb. I don't know if Pickens was open there. It was a one-on-one with him as well. Dak went to Lamb, and the Cowboys will be forced to take a field goal. So a costly early penalty from Brock Hoffman is going to make the Cowboys take a field goal early on in this game, which is not ideal. Brandon Aubrey to kick, knocks it straight through, and the Dallas Cowboys take a 3-0 lead. But definitely not a good start by Brock Hoffman to get called for that penalty, but Dallas will take a 3-0 lead. So they get the turnover, they get 3 out of it on the Bridges interception, but obviously being at the 1-yard line and getting only 3, got to be a little bit of a disappointment for this Dallas offense. But Denver will get the football back down 3. Here we go. There will be a return here by the Broncos. Bo Nix has been the best quarterback from the 2024 class thus far in terms of a lot of statistics there that support that. Here's Nix handing it off, and I think that's R.J. Harvey, the rookie out of UCF, who is taken down by the Cowboys defense. Although I think Drake May is really starting to break out in that 2024 class. Obviously, Nix had the early season or the early starts last year, and he was able to really establish himself. And Denver's been searching for a quarterback for many years, and now they have a big opportunity. Here we go. Nix throwing a screen out to Marvin Mims, and he will be taken down. So the Broncos receiving core, not the big superstars, but they have a couple very solid players. Marvin Mims out of Oklahoma is a good weapon to have. Cortland Sutton's the alpha on this in this wide receiver group, and the Broncos have really struggled on offense and in general in the first few quarters. They're a great fourth quarter team. Well, at least they were against the Giants a couple weeks ago. And now it's 3rd and 7 here for Denver from their own 29. Big third down. Nix trying to motion everybody around. 3 wide receivers to the right. Nix takes the snap. Pressure coming. Nix flares it out there. And a flag is down. The pass was incomplete, intended for Sutton. Deron Bland in coverage, and there's a flag down that may extend the drive. It'll still be 3rd down, but James Houston, who's been the Cowboys' best DN this season, lined up offsides, a killer blow, as he wasn't even the one who got the pressure on Bo Nix, I don't think. If I look at this back, I mean, I think the Broncos' right tackle may have false started as Surtain is walking around on the sideline. So now the Broncos have a 3rd down and 2. The Cowboys nearly got off the field, but a dumb penalty, as it seems to usually be with this team. Here's a 3rd and 2. Nix has all day to rip it down the middle. He's got a completion and a big first down gain for Denver. Troy Franklin, the young wide receiver. A 26-yard completion. That's a big-time play right there. Third. I mean, you knew it was coming. The second that they freaking got that penalty, I mean, there was no chance in heck we were getting the stop. Play action now for Nix. He's got a lot of time. He's unwinding deep down the field. He overshot Franklin that time. Nix went deep there. He had a play action set up. He wanted it all for Franklin, and it is incomplete. Patrick Surtain is questionable to return with a lower leg injury. So now 2nd and 10 from the Dallas 40-yard line. And a toss out left. This is a good play for Denver. This is a really big play. Touchdown, Broncos! R.J. Harvey, the rookie out of UCF, just made a house call on a simple toss to the outside. I mean, this is just dominant run blocking. Dominant run blocking here. Garrett Bowles clears the hole, and then everybody's just, I mean, it's a nice little cut right there. Everybody had it blocked off, sealed off, and bang, that's a big touchdown. R.J. Harvey's first of his career. And the Denver Broncos take a 7-3 lead. So it didn't take long for the Dallas defense to rear its ugly head. And now Denver with the lead here early on in this one. R.J. Harvey gets the scoring started for Denver. Yeah, R.J. Harvey, I think, has a lot of potential. I really see a lot of potential in R.J. Harvey. He's a really good back. Yeah, May and Daniels have been better. That's true. Daniels got his team to the NFC Championship. Bo Nix just has all the numbers because Daniels has been injured this year. Yeah, it was just man, that was bad. Wow, the Saints just got a goal line stand on Tampa Bay. Yikes. Oh man, yeah, it's just not an ideal, not ideal to give up a touchdown there. I mean, you know how it is. Our defense is not very good, so things happen like that. And so now it's up to the Dallas offense to keep it moving and make something happen. Oh, it was their longest touchdown run in 5 freaking years or 4 years, bro. Fantastic. Here's the Cavante Turpin to return, one of the more dangerous return men in the NFL. And he'll be knocked out of bounds, and now it'll bring up the Dallas offense. So, the Giants in week 7 nearly beat Denver. It took some late heroics from their defense and Bo Nix to make it happen, but they got the job done. And Denver was able to take down New York on a last second field goal from Will Lutz. Incredible Bo Nix game. Here we go. Cowboys start the 27, and Javonte Williams gets it on the draw against his former team. We'll see what Williams can do today. There's 8 minutes left in the first quarter. Just a ton of football left to be played in this one. And Javonte Williams is just looking to have a big day. He couldn't get in the end zone on that opening drive, though, because of the offensive line penalty. That was really critical. Patrick Surtain won Defensive Player of the Year in 2024 after one of the best cornerback seasons in history. And, I mean, he's out there right now as we got more movement up front. A false start once again. This one's on the left tackle, Tyler Guyton. So Dallas just cannot stop shooting themselves in the foot right now early on in this football game. Lots of penalties, especially in pre-snap, and you got the offsides. I mean, just no bueno. Second down and 11 now. Cowboys with their third penalty of the day. Broncos have none. Prescott. Screen to Lamb. Can he get good blocks? CeeDee Lamb kind of just runs right through him, and he's going to get a few yards. Sets up a third and medium now, so I see the vision there with that one. And it looks like Lamb is going to sub out here on third down. Not really sure why, but there we go. 3rd and 5. See what Dak can do. It's an empty look. Williams is into pass block. Prescott is under pressure. Spins out of it, and he is sacked. The best pass rush in the NFL comes up big. And the Broncos defense gets the stop. I don't know if anyone was open here on this third down. And yeah, just Benito immediately gets through and just kind of shoots that play to hell immediately. That is just not good. Dak tried to escape. There's nothing you can do. I mean, yeah, they're saying they could eclipse the Bears' sack record. I mean, that team is ridiculous. And now Dallas will have to punt it back to Denver. No one's even near the return man. He's going to have a chance to return this. That's Mims. And Mims making a man miss, but he'll have to be tracked down on the sideline. So things have not started well for Dallas after they got the interception. They only got 3. Denver went down and scored, and now a quick 3 and out has the Cowboys in some trouble as the Broncos offense comes back out onto the field. Not good, man. Oh, our defense. Golly. And then, yeah, the offensive line kind of broke down there on that last drive. No way, no. All right, Denver gets it back. We got to get a stop again. Easier said than done with this crappy defense. I mean, they let R.J. Harvey waltz into the... I mean, he made a nice cut, but they let the guy waltz into the end zone. I mean, oh, gosh, this defense stinks, man. And before that, it was because we literally jumped off... How do we line up offsides, man? Wow. So yeah, 40-yard run, and then what are we seeing? Yeah, two. Oh, I guess they said Guyton got called for the first one too, and then Guyton got beat for the sack. Yeah, Guyton's off to a rough start today. Oklahoma on Oklahoma crime right there with Benito on Guyton. I don't think people are very happy. Diggs, bruh. Excuse to get the guy on the bench. There we go. 1st and 10 for Denver. 1st and 10. Nix rolls out wide open man on the play action. And that is Bryant making the catch. Good little play action bootleg there. And then there's just Bo Nix doing Bo Nix things. Makes an accurate throw. That's what they drafted him for at the end of the day. Oh, man, this Cowboys defense. Yikes, yikes, yikes. Nix 3 for 5 for 53 yards. And Denver, after one play, already in Dallas territory at the 46. Nix, handoff up the middle. Oh, no, that's a good run. It's a really good run to the 25-yard line. Cowboys are getting gashed in the ground game today as well. J.K. Dobbins with a big run. Oh, this defense reeks. Big bounce inside right there. And then just boom. Big run for Dobbins. And Denver already set up at the 25. They have 71 rushing yards in the first quarter. Nix. He'll throw the screen out to Franklin, and he won't be touched until he has the first down, pretty much. Maybe they're going to spot him about a yard short, actually. They're spotting him a 9-yard gain on the screen. And Denver's offense moving the football easily. And Dallas' only stop of the day has been that terrible interception. Dallas' defense is 30th in points, last in total yards and passing yards allowed, and they've allowed opponents to convert on 50% of third downs. I mean, if that doesn't tell you the story of how bad this defense is, well, that should give you a pretty clear picture. They suck in every level. I mean, they're getting gashed in the ground game today, too. Ugh, man. And they ended up changing the spot and giving Denver the first down, according to the graphic here. Yeah, so now Denver, in a couple plays, has a first down and 10 at the Dallas 15. And it'll be back straight up the middle for Denver. And that's actually some pretty solid run defense. Jadeveon Clowney making the tackle. A flag is down, though. Will this be on Denver and finally be their first penalty of the game? It will be. So a holding on the Denver Broncos right tackle Mike McGlinchey, I believe. And that will back him up 10. So that's actually really important. As right here, he gets a good hold right there on Solomon Thomas. Here's a first and 20. Nix, no pressure, has a million years, fires down the field. It's a touchdown. That was easy. Troy Franklin is in, and Denver's offense is dominating early on in this one. I mean, just pathetic. I want to count how many freaking seconds he had here, man. Golly. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's an eternity in football time. And Franklin's wide open. Just first and 20. And they score on the very next play. Lutz's PAT's good, and Denver leads 14-3. Well, that's not ideal. This is why I started Bo Nix in fantasy, though. I knew it was coming. This guy's ripping us apart currently. Just awful, man. Really, really just awful what Bo Nix is doing to us and how bad our defense is. I mean, we know it's bad, but it's just like every week I just watch it and I'm just like, holy cow, like how is it actually this bad? Like, dude, it's like, what are we doing half the time out there? It's just like, what is this? What are we doing? That's my thought process. Is like, it's just so bad. We get no pressure. The secondary, I mean, there's like a million injuries right now. Not like I think it would matter because again, we have no pass rush, and that's the problem. Is your secondary can hold up as long as possible, and you're not. If you don't get any pressure, it doesn't matter. And so that's just kind of what's happened here. Hmm. Uh, Mm-mm-mm. So Bo Nix, after the early interception, has bounced back quite nicely. To be expected against this unit, but still, hey, nice job, Bo. And now Turpin will look to return it. He's trying to get to the edge, and he does. Cavante Turpin steps out at around the 34-yard line with about 3 minutes to go in the first quarter. And a very, very important drive coming up for the Dallas Cowboys here. First and 10 from the 34. Prescott dropping back, has some time, checks it down to Devontae Williams. So, offense has not done amazing to start the game. You had the pre-snap penalty that ruined the goal line drive, and then you had some penalties last drive and a sack that have kind of been issues. So the offensive line's had some trouble early on in this game on the road against an elite Denver pass rush. I mean, you got to be sharp. You got to be sharp for the whole way, and hopefully they'll start to clean things up as the game goes along because the offense is clearly gonna have to do the heavy lifting per usual. Second and 2, play action fake from Dak, and he's gonna look, and he'll actually take off here and pick up the first down. Wouldn't really call it taking off. He kind of lightly jogged. Jake Ferguson laid a pretty good block there, and the play action bootleg is good enough for a Dallas first down. So they did a nice job here with CeeDee Lamb. It was Riley Moss, and Dak could have possibly thrown that, and then Lamb kind of just goes out of bounds, and that play was over pretty quickly. First and 10 here. Clock is running. Dallas has it at the 47. Man in motion. And what do we have here? Timeout? Broncos called a timeout. They're not sure what they saw, but Peyton will use a timeout. Hmm. I don't really know why they use a timeout there. That was weird. First down, Prescott finds Pickens for the first time today. Second down and 2. It's this look on the left side here. You got CD and Pickens on the same side. Pickens attacking. We're really attacking Riley Moss early on in this game. That's what we're doing. 45-yard line, second and 2. And up the middle, Javonte Williams gets the first down. Oh, shoot. Tennessee just scored a touchdown. Wow. Okay, Tennessee, I see y'all. Gunnar Helm. First and 10. Prescott roll out. Has Turpin. Maybe gets a couple there. Wait, they called incomplete? 23 seconds to go. 2nd and 10. Prescott under pressure. Got to get rid of it. Flares it out there. Incomplete for Luke Schoonmaker. Dallas is having some trouble in pass protection early on in this game, and Denver's taking full advantage. 3rd and 10. Javonte with the pickup, but then another rusher came in and Dak got thrown to the ground. Honestly, Schoonmaker almost had it, which is insane. Third and 10. Got to get the snap off, and they do. Prescott stepping up, and he's going to run. Prescott going to make it a few yards shy. A flag is down, and it looks like it's going to be on Dallas's offensive line for a holding. Gosh. Who got called for that one? Gosh, dang it, Terrence Steele. Oh, that's soft. Come on. I don't like that. First quarter comes to a close. It is a 3rd down and 20 when the second quarter starts here in Denver. The Cowboys have not beaten the Broncos in over 30 years, and we're starting to see why. This team just makes us play like crap every single time. What a crappy quarter of football. Just terrible. Just terrible, man. Like, bro. Like, what are we doing defensively? We're giving up. Guys are running free all over our defense. Denver is the best 3rd down defense in the NFL. And it's a 3rd down and 20. Prescott under pressure, firing left side, and Riley Moss with the coverage. 4th and 20 now. Cooper got in past Terrence Steele. Our right tackle and left tackle have been brutal today, man. And Denver's defense is dominating. This is not good. And Anger punt nearly got blocked. Very dangerous as Denver will get it down inside the 10 after the Anger punt. First and 10. And a handoff. And this time Dallas actually bottled up the run. Second and 9 for Denver. Second and 9 for Denver. Nix has time. Williams pressures. Nix is able to roll out. Fire. Incomplete. Had Sutton open. He missed it though into third and 9. Third and 9. Nix drops back. Pressure is nowhere to be found. And Nix just, oh, that's incomplete. Incomplete. Troy Franklin was not able to secure the football. He was shoved late. And it looks like the Bridges with another big play. I mean, Franklin's open, but he never secured the football all the way. That's an incomplete pass. Ran a great route, got open against this crappy defense, and incomplete. Now the punt will be Turpin. Let it go at around the 40. So Dak and the offense have to get something going here. All right, offense. We need points here. We need a touchdown here. Let's go get 7. Let's do it. Like, settling for field goals and all that crap isn't going to cut it anymore. My goodness, the Saints have the Buccaneers offense in just shambles right now. Absolute shambles. Oh, what did Baker do? Baker throw a pig or something? Yikes. Chamari DK. Chamari DK. We haven't even gotten Berg the ball yet. Like, lock in, guys. My goodness. All right, we need a big drive here. Big drive for the Cowboys. They were able to stop the Denver offense. Bridges has actually played decent today. I mean, he had the pick, which was kind of gifted to him. But that was a nice play right there. But yeah, I mean, the Cowboys are getting zero pressure. So, 1st and 10 from the 41. The Dallas 41 as Prescott will go. Another flag is down. I think that's Blue gets the carry. And what penalty did the offensive line get called for now? Oh, offsides. Okay. But Dak has obviously been elite this year, and he's got to be elite today, though, because right now our offense is a sinking ship. 1st and 5. Blue getting the carry. Jaden Blue hurdles a man. And Blue with a positive carry right there. A good run from the rookie out of the University of Texas. Man, we got to get him touches to the outside, dude. Jaden Blue, I watched him in Texas all his years. He's one of the most electric players. He's so fast, and he's a guy who can really make things happen. 1st and 10. Prescott outside completion to Pickens. Offense is finally starting to move the football. Pickens was incredible when Lamb was out, dude. It was amazing. 2nd down and 3 for the offense. Good to see, again, Jaden Blue getting some touches. And one of two wide receiver duos to each have 80-plus yards a game this season between Pickens and Lamb. Only duo that's also done that is Jefferson and Addison in Minnesota. Here's Prescott to Blue. Makes a cut. Jaden Blue going to be just a bit short of the first down there. He got a couple yards, made a couple nice cuts. I think we're going to bring in Javonte Williams. But good to see Jaden Blue getting some touches. Williams comes in. And this Cowboys offense has just been dominant. I mean, they're calling him the 5-pointed star. You got Dak, top of the league in yards. Devontae is up there in rushing. Lamb and Pickens have been great. And Jake Ferguson leads all tight ends in receptions and touchdowns. Unfortunately, Ferguson doesn't have a reception today, and he's on my fantasy team. So let's get him the ball. Here's a handoff up the middle to Lupke, the fullback, who picks up the first down. And the Cowboys offense keeps it moving. But yeah, Jake Ferguson, not a single catch today. We got to change that. Get Fergie the rock. It's National Tight End Day, for goodness sakes. A leak. I got my door. 1st and 10 now. Cowboys have it at the Denver 30. Prescott drops back and looking deep to the end zone. And I don't think Lamb got the feet in. Incomplete. CeeDee Lamb does a nice job making the catch and hauling it in, but he didn't get the feet down. This throw was just kind of let outside, and man, they just keep testing Riley Moss here. And I do not think CeeDee, 1 foot. Oh my gosh, did he get the second one down? No. Okay. He only got that 1 foot. College football, that's an amazing touchdown. NFL football, you got to get both feet down. CeeDee Lamb only got 1 foot down. 2nd and 10 now. Williams motions, and he'll get the carry. Javonte Williams stopped after a gain of 5. Denver drives him back. So I'll give Denver credit there. I really do have to give him credit. Really nice job there on that. Riley Moss, I mean, we're targeting him a lot, and he is just out there. He is just out there, man, and he's making plays today. He's made some couple really nice deflections, and he's been playing pretty good coverage. Third and 6 now from the 25. What's Denver going to do? Sending 4. Prescott, quick slant. Pickens, first down. And that's what you love to see. Get your stars the ball. George Pickens on third down is what we love. Great route. PS2 couldn't get there in time. George Pickens moment. It's been a great job by the Denver defense early on in this game, but what can Dallas do? Jaden Blue is in the game, I believe. Is that Blue or is that Williams? Man in motion. It's Blue getting the carry. Jaden Blue pounces it to the outside. He'll get to the 10-yard line before being brought down. Brandon Jones, the former Longhorn, takes down Jaden Blue, the Longhorn running back. 2nd and 4 after a 6-yard run. Sean Payton's chewing on that gum right now on the sideline. 2nd and 4 coming up. Cowboys have ran it 5 times, passed it 3 times. Can they get in the end zone, though? That's all that matters. Turpin, Pickens, Lamb out there. We'll see if Ferguson can get his first reception of the game. The guy just ends up in the end zone a lot. They go back to Blue. A flag is down. Blue only gets a yard. Did Denver line up off sides again, or did Dallas manage to hold? Illegal formation. Wow, okay, we're just doing everything wrong today. My goodness. Shoddy, man. This undisciplined crap, this illegal formation crap, every single time we get some stuff going, man, it's just like, what are we doing? So many pre-snap penalties from Dallas. I think it's like 4. Now a 2nd down and 9. Got to make a play here, boys. Prescott. Time. Pressure. Throws. And he's got a man. It's Schoonmaker. He's going to be marked down at the 1-yard line. So close to getting a touchdown. I think that Brandon Jones was able to get him down before we reached the cross. Yep, he's down. About a yard short. Dang, man. That was close. But hey, great job, Dak. 1st and goal now from the 1. Can the Cowboys execute this time and make it a 1-score game? Dak telling everybody the play. Play clock is down to 3, and we got to call a timeout. All right. Good use of a timeout there. I mean, I'd like to be able to just run up and get a play off and be able to run the football in the end zone, but you know what? Hey, we'll live. 1st and goal from the 1. Let's do it. Let's do it right this time. Let's do it right this time, all right? First and goal now. Here we go. Man in motion. Dak up the middle, and he was taken down. He tried to pull that. Oh, Dak, you got to be careful with that one, buddy. Oh, man, that was dangerous. He reached the ball out at the end. It's like, bro, do not let that ball get knocked out. Dak kind of got upended there and reached it out. Just didn't get good enough push up that middle. And then, yeah, right there, Alex Singleton stops Dak. Get Javonte. Dude, just run up the middle with Williams. Stop getting cute. Run it up the middle and get in there. 2nd and goal. Flournoy in motion. And up the middle they go. There it is. Javonte Williams. Touchdown, Cowboys. There we go. Dude, it's that simple. Just give the guy the ball and let him get in there. Cowboys now going to make it a... Well, the PAT from Aubrey should make it a 4-point game. Great block right there from Lukey to seal it off, and then bang, bang, touchdown. Seventh rushing touchdown of the year for Williams. Ties, or no, that is a career high for Javonte. Surprised he didn't run for more that year in Denver where he was really good. Aubrey with the PAT. It is through the uprights. And the Cowboys are right back in this football game, 14-10. Javonte Williams gets in. Jaden Blue and him put in the work that drive. And Dallas only trails by 4. So after a rough start, the Cowboys are back in this game, but they need a good possession defensively here. We also get the ball at a half because Denver decided to go for it, or not go for it, receive it on their opening possession. So Ari will send this one into the end zone. Mims will touch it back, and the Dallas Cowboys offense will come on to the field. Okay, I'm dumb. The Dallas Cowboys defense coming out of the field here. So, they look like the little baby in the Walton Penner family. Sweet. All right, big opportunity here for the Dallas defense to get off the field and get this offense another opportunity. It's been a little rough today. Chimera DK is actually good. It's funny. 1st and 10. Knicks. From the 35. And a handoff up the middle. And Kenny Clark will make the tackle there, as that is J.K. Dobbins, who gets a solid gain on the first down carry. Broncos has a nice duo there between Dobbins and R.J. Harvey. And against this Cowboys defense, there's really just not a whole lot of resistance. Cowboys are averaging about 4.4 yards per run, which isn't even bad, but Denver's allowing 11 yards per run. So, we're getting dominated in the rushing department, and we're not even running the football that terribly. Here's a 2nd down and 3. Nix fakes it, and he's got a lot of room. He's just going to throw it, and he's going to have a completion. A flag was down as Troy Franklin made the reception. The flag is on who? The penalty will be declined. The Cowboys got called for defensive holding there, but obviously you take that completion all day. So Bo Nix just rolls out in a bootleg. Pretty easy holding call to make there on Marquise Bell. And, I mean, I think Donovan Ezirukuru, Dono E, I think he actually made a nice play there to deflect the football, but doesn't matter. Completion to Franklin. 1st down and 10 at the Dallas 45. Denver moving it easily. Nix has a million years. Winding up. Going deep and incomplete. And a flag will be thrown in the secondary on the Cowboys. It's Clark who just ran right in and tripped somebody up. And now it'll be a 1st down for Denver. Mims got tripped up there. Elijah Clark. I honestly don't even know if he needed to do this. Maybe he did, but he literally just kind of ran right into him and tripped him up, and I mean, yeah, that's just another penalty. It's a spot foul. Dallas with their 6th penalty of the half, and Denver just in a few plays is already inside the 15. And Nix will throw a little RPO. And going to be down at the 1-yard line. Evan Ingram caught the tight end screen and nearly took it all the way into the end zone. They'll be down at the 1. So Denver's offense just a little too much for the Dallas defense today, as pretty much every offense is for this team, unless they're down their 3 starting receivers. Dak getting ready to go back out there down by 2 scores again, because if our offense doesn't play pretty much perfect, we will lose. Our defense is awful, as you can see. And Denver's defense is good. At the 2-yard line, actually. And Solomon Thomas came across there. That's definitely going to be on Dallas. So just move it up 1 yard and get to the 1-yard line instead, as Solomon Thomas tried to get a nice little jump there. I mean, what does the defense do in practice every week, man? Like, what do they do? From the 1. And a lot of movement. Oh, there's Sam Williams making a great TFL, though, in the backfield. And now back to the 2-yard line go the Broncos after Williams blew that play up off the edge. Really nice get off here from Sam Williams. He was just in the backfield immediately and makes a nice tackle. Sam Williams, when he's not a head case, actually can make some pretty decent plays like that. But unfortunately, he's a head case about 99.9% of the time. 2nd down and goal for Denver from the 2. Do they trust their big bodies up front in the run game again? Motion a man. And they'll go back up the middle. Not much resistance. Maybe. There's a fight down right here near the goal line, and the Broncos are in. Whoa, but they blew it dead early. Never mind. So Dallas held him up. The Broncos, eventually, the referees came in and blew it dead, and they're going to spot Denver at the half-yard line. Yeah, they blew it good. They blew it dead at the when they were at the half-yard line. So it'll be 3rd down and goal from, again, like an inch away from the end zone pretty much. A wildcat formation. And they'll go straight up the middle, and that'll be a touchdown for the Broncos. R.J. Harvey, the rookie running back, gets his 2nd touchdown of the game. And Denver just completely dominating Dallas offensively right now. Big hole for RJ Harvey to run through. A flag is down. Probably some after the play crap. Okay, so Sam Williams actually. I was literally just talking about this like 2 seconds ago. And I was just talking about this. That guy's a head case 99.9% of the time, and he just got called for a freaking personal foul, and now Denver's going to go for two. They're 3 for 3 on 2-point conversion attempts this year. Very likely they're about to be 4 for 4. Man in motion, and they're just going to run the football. No, 2-point conversion, and Nick throws an incompletion. Wow. Flag is down. What's the flag now? Oh, okay. An eligible man downfield on the Broncos, so that'll be declined, and the Cowboys will get the stop on the 2-point conversion. So, yay! Nice job, guys. Nice job. Way to actually make a really nice stand there on the 2-point conversion. But unfortunately, we didn't do that on the actual drive, and the Broncos will have a 20-10 lead. The good news is if we can double dip here at half, we can actually take the lead. So a huge drive coming up. We trail by 10 though, because Denver has again put up 20 on us because our defense stinks. So there you go. Oh man. Yeah, this defense is just so bad. They get no pressure. That's the most infuriating thing. Is like even if the secondary were to do their job, it wouldn't matter because the defense, they just don't get any pressure ever. Makes me really mad. Really mad. No. And that kick will bounce into the end zone for a touchback. Denver's defense this season leads the NFL in sacks, leading the NFL in opposing third down percentage. I mean, they're just dominant. They lead the NFL in red zone TD percentage. I mean, they have just their defense is really good. I mean, there's really no other way to put it. Their defense is really good, and against a really good Cowboys offense, we always knew it was going to be a battle. Denver's offense is pretty solid against a really bad Cowboys really, really bad is probably even an understatement. They suck. Jake Ferguson still without a reception today for the Dallas Cowboys. 1st and 10, under 4 to play. Prescott has to step up, and he's going to take off and run. And Dak is going to slide about a yard shy of the first down marker. Fergie's out there, though. I'm waiting for Jake Ferguson to get the football, man. Dak just does a nice job here stepping up and just takes off with it. Second and 1. Handoff, Williams up the middle. I think Denver may have stuffed him. Williams is trying to fight. He's being driven back. At the line of scrimmage, he was driven back. 3rd down and short. Schottenheimer, his first year as the Cowboys head coach. See what he can do. What can they dial up here on 3rd and 1? 3rd and 1 for Dallas. They're going to go with the pass. Prescott throws. Oh my goodness, it was nearly intercepted. Cooper nearly made that play off the edge. That Edgerrin Cooper. What Cooper is that? Jonathan Cooper? I'm not sure. This could have been a disastrous play. Cooper had it on his fingertips. Guyton just bopped him back into freaking... Yeah, that's really bad. 4th and 1, and the Cowboys are forced to punt from their own 29. We needed that drive, man. We needed that drive so bad. Here's Mims to return, and he's forced to the sideline. We needed that drive to be a good one, and we just could not. I mean, we couldn't get a yard. We had a 9-yard Dak scramble on that first down and just could not get it to go our way. Jake Ferguson, man, you're killing me, dog. So Denver gets the football back instead. What can their offense and Bo Nix do now? Nix, handoffs. Nix going to throw back the screen to the far side. Dobbins trying to make moves. He'll be taken out of bounds. It was a long throwback screen to the far side of the field. 2nd down coming up. And that'll take us to the 2-minute warning here in this one. Dallas trails 20-10 to the Denver Broncos. Ugly, man. This offense hasn't done well today. Outside of a couple drives here and there, they've really struggled. And that's a problem. That's a problem, man. This team, man. They're struggling. They really are struggling. I mean, the defense has been trash. That's expected. But, I mean, I was hoping our offense would have more than 10 out half. And Denver's just a tough team, tough matchup for us because they have a good enough defense to keep us in check. Just been one of those days, man. Another rough one for these Cowboys. Second and 6. And Nix will hand it off. Oh, man, that's a good run. J.K. Dobbins approaches midfield as the Broncos are looking to make something happen here going into halftime. What can Nix do? Big hole opened up for Dobbins there. He shakes off a tackler, and that's just J.K. Dobbins doing his stuff. 1.5 to play. First and 10, Dobbins with 50 yards on 7 carries. Nix, clean pocket. Quick slant, Sutton, and he's got a first down, and they're already around Lutz's field goal range, and a minute 20 to go, 2 timeouts. Denver is in a really good spot here. Nix has been dominant since that opening interception. He's been accurate, and it's been easy. The pocket's clean every time. First and 10, Nix has to step up, checks it down underneath to Dobbins. He's going to run and be forced out by Deron Bland. Clock will stop, 54 seconds to go. And Dobbins is on the sideline, just tapped up CeeDee Lamb. To our listening, be sure to click the sub button to help out the YouTube channel. Halftime coming up here. This defense is just so buns. 54 seconds. I don't know how, I've said it a million times. I don't know how many times I can say it. Second and 4. Blitz. Nix gets it off easily out to Ingram. Yeah, I didn't think. Yeah, I thought it was a different Cooper. Edgerrin Cooper's with the Packers. Yeah, who's my MVP of this game? Shoot, Denver's offensive line. First and 10. Nix screen to Franklin. Oh no, Franklin trying to make guys miss, and it was Bland who got him down. And Denver will call a timeout with 44 seconds left. That little screen there was set up pretty nicely. Sean Tucker. Second down and 2. What is Denver going to do here? They're at the 24-yard line, 1 timeout. Nix has got 7 straight completions, 5 wide look. Wait, is it 5? Yeah. Nix. Flag is down, going deep, end zone! Oh, it was a dot for a touchdown! And I think it's going to stand. I think it was offsides on Dallas. Unbelievable. What a dot from Bo Nix. And, you're offsides and you still give up a touchdown. He got 3 feet down, bro. Gosh, this defense is so bad. Look, I get that we have pretty much nobody in the secondary, but I mean, the pass rush is healthy. All four guys in the pass rush are healthy, and they don't do anything. How do you 27-10? How do you play professional football at such a low level? I, I don't get it, man. How 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 do you every single week what are these D linemen doing in practice? Do they not lift weights? Do they not do anything in practice all week? Work on their pass rush moves? They do nothing. They get cardio out there. I'll give Bo Nix credit, man. Nice throw. But at the same time, I mean, my goodness. Any quarterback can make those types of throws or make most of the throws he's making with the pocket that he has. Every single play, he is just dropping back, can stand there for a couple seconds at least and process, test the wind direction, look for any bad girls in the stands. Like, he can do that. He can sit back there and scan the whole freaking stadium before he has to get rid of the ball because this pass rush is awful. Dude, it's ridiculous. I mean, we just let these dudes walk us down in about a minute. Back when the Cowboys were really good. We were up 27-10. We won that Super Bowl 27-10. Well, let's see if we can get into Dude, can we give a Brandon Aubrey 70-yard field goal attempt here? I want to see a record breaker. 1st and 10 at the 35. Dallas has 2 timeouts. We'll see if we can get a field goal off before the half. Prescott escapes. Gonna run. Dak slides it down, and I think we're going to use a timeout right here. With 31 seconds left in the half. I mean, we're probably not too far off of Aubrey's makeable field goal range. Guy's a cyborg. But it's just embarrassing, bro. How is this defense so bad? Second and 4. Prescott outside completion to Pickens. And clock's going to keep running here. Dallas will call a timeout, I think. We had to use our last timeout, bro. First and 10 here. I want to see Aubrey get a chance at the record, dude. 1st and 10. Prescott has nothing going down the field, and it's intercepted. Jahdae Barron. Wow, that's where you made the mistake, Dak. You don't test Jahdae Barron, man. Intercepted. Halftime we go 27-10. Cowboys trail. Not a good first half at all, man. Yikes. Second half about to get underway here in Denver. Cowboys trail 27 to 10, and they are just not having a good day today. Here's Fenoy getting the first play of the half. Here's a second down and 3. Prescott looking, pulls it down, checks it down to Williams, incomplete. Oh, man. This has not been a good day for the offense or the defense. It's been a bad day in general. 3rd and 3. And Dak drops back. He's in trouble. He steps up and escapes. Dak Prescott across midfield. He'll slide down. That's a great job by Dak there. Desperately needed him to make a play, and he does right there. That's huge. Huge. Dak does have to will this team for sure. Yikes, Tampa Bay. Yeah, Fergie's got to make some plays here in the second half for sure. 1st and 10. Williams gets the carry up the middle. What's the update, man? Jonathan Taylor, man. He is just ridiculous. What a season he's having. 80-yard touchdown. Classic JT. Second and 8. Prescott drops back, checks it down. Pickens trying to make a man miss. He's got the first down. There's George Pickens doing his thing. First and 10. Dallas moving the football finally. And they run a reverse to Lamb. CeeDee Lamb. Oh my goodness. They get nothing. He gets a couple yards there, and that's just nowhere. Lamb has not had a good day today. So Surtain's questionable to return again with a yeah, he's with a shoulder injury. 2nd down and 8. Cowboys desperately need a touchdown here. And it'll be Jaden Blue getting the carry, and he went nowhere. I mean, Denver just had multiple guys up the middle. Rosarique was there before Blue even had a chance. Third down and 8 for Dallas. I mean, we got to pick this secondary apart, man. Surtain's out. We got to get something done. Third and 8. Blitzer coming. Dak has to get rid of it, and he finds Lamb, who runs backwards a few yards after making the catch, and he goes nowhere. It's fourth down now. At least he went to CD there. Shoddy's aggressive, and I think he's going to go for this here. Fourth and 2, 10:40 to play. Cowboys need this one. Denver sends 4. Prescott down the field. He's got Pickens. What a toe tapper. It was a wobbly football that came out, but Pickens able to drag the toes and pick up a big first down because that's George Pickens. Nice throw, Dak. And George Pickens. Beautiful toe drag. Pickens with a beautiful toe tapper. And the peekaboos is funny. You know George Pickens doing what George Pickens do. Injury to Zach Allen, one of their edge rushers. I mean, their defense is so bad. First and goal. Again, is this when Jake Ferguson finally gets involved in the offense? First and goal from the 10. Williams in the backfield. Span forward in motion. Williams up the middle all the way to the 5. And Ferguson having no receptions is genuinely insane. Yeah, we got to use. That's what I'm saying. Nance just said it too. Get Ferguson the football here. Second goal. Prescott looking outside. High ball. Lamb snagged it in with one hand on Riley Moss, but at the 2-yard line, or about 1.5 yard line there. And now it's third and goal. Riley Moss backs off. CeeDee Lamb runs a whip. This is not a good throw from Dak at all. That's a ridiculous grab by Lamb and just a bad throw by Dak on that one. You gotta put that one on the money, Dak. Third and goal from the 1.5 yard line. Who's gonna get the football here? Prescott looking. End zone. Incomplete. Flags fly in everywhere. That's PI on the Broncos. 3 flags flew in on that one. See, you did a great job there. As per usual, Riley Moss just grabs onto him all day. It's going to be a first down and goal. Devontae Williams in the backfield. What will the Cowboys do here? Motion for Noy. Prescott up the middle. Williams, is he in? I think he's going to be just a little short. Williams got the carry here up the middle. And it looked like he was going to get in, but then they stopped him about an inch shy of the line. Really close, but he didn't get in. Second and goal. Second and goal. From the 1. Dallas has had a little trouble. Snap, Prescott, fade, Lamb, corner, incomplete. Another flag flies in. Riley Moss cannot catch a break today. Moss is just really frustrated right now. It's another PI. He is getting picked on and picked on and picked on this drive. Now, once again, from the 1-yard line. Williams, that time he's in there. Touchdown, Cowboys. And Williams gets his second touchdown of the day in his return to Denver. So here is the Aubrey PAT, and Dallas only trails 27-17 now. Game is still on here in Denver. Dallas only trails by 10. Good offensive drive out of half from Dak Prescott in the offense. Picked up a big fourth down to Pickens. Oh, man. Mims is going to return it. Uh-oh. That's not good for the Cowboys. Marvin Mims has broken free, makes a cut, and he's across the 50. And for a defense that's already struggling, getting the ball at a pass midfield is not ideal for the Dallas Cowboys today. Yep. Unfortunately, it was freaking Denver who had the great return. Yikes. Knicks handoff outside. Dobbins, big run, exploding into the second level. And just like that, Denver's already almost in the red zone. 26 yards for Dobbins, man. I feel like it was a foregone conclusion Denver was going to score the second that they got that return across the 40. My goodness, this team. Handoff up the middle. Cowboys defense has been brutal today, per usual. They're getting gashed in the ground. Kenny Clark has done nothing to improve the ground game. I'll tell you that. The Cowboys have no run defense at all. It's just this is so bad. What is Eberflus like thinking? We're averaging 9 yards per. The Denver's averaging 9 yards per carry. That is insane. That was a decent run stop right there by Dante Fowler, third down. That is insane. They are averaging dang near a first down per carry. Holy cow, dude. This is just unbelievable. 3rd and 3. Is there any chance that this defense can get off the field here on 3rd down? I don't know. I sincerely doubt it. Oh, I need to change the timeouts on the scoreboard. 3rd and 3. Nix faces no pressure. He'll just float it up to the corner. Touchdown! A flag is down. Is this offensive pass interference? Offensive pass interference on Denver saves a touchdown. Adam Troutman, the tight end, gets hit with the call. They ran a pick play or something. He just kind of runs right into Marquise Bell and then takes out Deron Bland. So a 2-for-1 special there with Troutman, and he was not able to get it. Bo Nix is very upset. Quite unfortunate there. 3rd and 13. Here's Nix. Can they still convert to the end zone? Oh, incomplete. Sutton the intended target, and it slips through his grasp. Nix is still barking at the ref. This is a good throw. That's just a constant. That's not even good defense, man. That's just an awful drop by Courtland Sutton. My goodness. That's why Nix is so mad. He made a great throw, and, Sutton's wide open. Now 42-yard attempts for William Lutz. And from 42, Lutz puts it through, and the Broncos extend the lead to 30-17. So the Cowboys defense manages to hold up, mostly because of a really bad drop. But hey, you live, I guess. We move, I guess. Unreal, dude. Gosh, this defense is so bad. I've said it every week. I say it a million times. It's honestly just comical how bad they are. They go out there every week and it's like they're not even trying half the time. If anybody is listening, is enjoying what listening to, be sure to click the subscribe button. Also, Brian Kelly might be getting fired if you're into college football. My goodness. LSU fans are so happy. Myles Garrett with 5 sacks today. That is unbelievable. All right, so the Broncos will get the Cowboys the football back. Cowboys trail by 13. So they are still alive in this one. They have not, they're not out for dead just yet. They're not dead yet. But Denver obviously could make something big happen. Turpin's not even going to return this one, and Dallas will get the football. That's a big loss right there. So Patrick Surtain has been ruled out for the remainder of this game. Injured his shoulder on that George Pickens catch apparently, and that's pretty significant for Denver. Surtain being out. I hope he's all right, man, because Denver desperately is going to need their CB1, who missed some time earlier in the game with a shin injury. Now he's hurt his shoulder. I mean, it ain't looking too good for them. And let's see if Dallas can take advantage. 1st and 10. Prescott, play action, looking for Ferguson. Dak's just going to take off instead and maybe get a couple yards. Denver is covering up those play actions that usually get Ferguson easy yards. They are really doing a nice job covering that up today. And Dak is not very mobile. So now the Cowboys are down Clark. So another injury. I mean, the Cowboys secondary has just about nobody left on the roster. Here's a screen out to Turpin. He's somehow still on his feet. And oh, Turpin, this is not a return, brother. You cannot start dancing back and forth. That's a big loss, and it's 3rd down and a mile. Gah. What are we doing, man? I see the vision throwing in the screen, but Denver's all over it. Attack vertically. They are down their number 1 corner. Attack them vertically. Stop throwing screens. This is the only time I've really been mad at our offense play calling this year. Attack them vertically right now. They are vulnerable back there. Barron's a stud, but they're down Surtain. 3rd and 10. Prescott. Protected. Has to get rid of it, and he throws it. It's a flag. Oh, my goodness. Riley Moss, did he do it again? So it's going to be an automatic 1st down. What a bailout call for us there. It's on Jaquan McMillan, so it was not on Riley Moss that time. Jaquan McMillan versus Cavante Turpin. Turpin gets a pretty solid release, and then McMillan just grabs on and doesn't let go. Obviously, all eyes were on the matchup on the left side of the field. Prescott handing it off to Blue. Oh no, Jaden Blue. And they got it, definitely. Oh, Jaden. Oh, Jaden. Oh, Jaden. Well, that's why he doesn't play. I think we may have gotten it back. Possibly. Cowboys say they have it here. How in the world did we manage to get that football back? They're already marking that we got the ball back. There's no point, Denver. Give it up. We got the ball. They're both not gonna give it up. Somehow that's our ball. Oh my goodness. Jaden, that's why you don't play, buddy. Gosh, that's awful ball security, bro. How do you get the ball knocked out there? Second down and 10. Denver sends a blitz. They throw it underneath. Lamb can't get away. He's going to bring a third down coming up. Third and 5. Lamb only 50 yards on the day. Huge drive for Dallas. Williams is in to pass protect. Dak looking, and Turpin dropped it. Oh, Turpin. Gosh, Cavante, that's awful, brother. That's awful. Okay, it's a low throw. It's a low throw. But still, you gotta reel that one in. I mean, you just got to. Corner's down. There's no one by you. You have to haul that one in every single time. And we're punting. That's pretty much game. That's pretty much the game, dude. Gah. What a killer. So many so many poorly executed plays today by this offense. Mims not going to return at that time. What an awful, awful, awful drive. Denver gets it back up 2 scores. Handoff up the middle, and Dallas's run defense actually was able to drive Javonte Williams, or not, J.K. Dobbins back a couple yards. But yeah, man, this offense has not been very good today. I mean, here and there, some good sequences and some good drives. But like I said, when the defense is giving up 30 points before the third quarter's over, you got to be dang near perfect offensively, and they have not been whatsoever today. Haven't blocked that well. Haven't really established the run game too much, and drops and things of that nature. They're not really getting that yards after catch. They've got Ferguson completely bottled up. 2nd and 9, Nix fires outside, complete, and Sutton manages to fall forward for the first down. This Cowboys secondary, I couldn't even tell you, and I'm a pretty big Cowboys fan. I can't even name probably half the guys are in our secondary right now. Who the heck are these guys? We got Bridges, who got the interception earlier today. Cortland Sutton, 2 receptions, 20 yards. Somehow he's been bottled up. I don't know. He should have had a touchdown. But, who are these guys in our secondary? Other than Deron Bland, I know dang near nobody. As here's the toss out to R.J. Harvey. Man, this guy, wait, is that Harvey or? It's not Harvey, it's Mims. That's Mims who got that. He has the juice. That was a big hit there on Mims from Stewart. That looks like a really good hit. Might be targeting in college football. I don't know. I don't know. 2nd and 1 from the 35. Handoff up the middle. And, I mean, every single play, it's just the push that they get up front. Every play is ridiculous, man. I mean, they're blowing us off the ball.